If you're planning on visiting Alaska, you owe it to yourself to visit one of the northernmost cities and towns in the world, and the northernmost town in the United States. Located north of the Arctic Circle, Utqiagvik, formerly known as Barrow, is the 12th most populated city in Alaska, with a population of just over 5,000 residents. The location has been home to the Inupiat, an indigenous Inuit ethnic group, for more than 1,500 years. The former name Barrow was derived from Point Barrow and was originally a general designation because non-native Alaskan residents found it easier to pronounce than the Inupiat name. Utqiagvik, like most communities in Alaska, looks temporary, like a pioneer settlement. It is not. Utqiagvik is among the oldest permanent settlements in the United States, hundreds of years before the European Arctic explorers showed up. Barrow is more or less where it is now, a natural hunting place at the base of a peninsula that pokes out into the Beaufort Sea. Yankee whalers sailed here, learning about the bowhead whale from Inupiat hunters. Later the military came, setting up a radar station, and in 1947 a science center was founded at Barrow. In 1935, famous humorist Will Rogers and pilot Wiley Post made an unplanned stop at Walakba Bay en route to the city. As they took off again, their plane stalled and plunged into a river, killing them both. Utqiagvik was incorporated as a first-class city under the name Barrow in 1958. Natural gas lines were brought to the town in 1965, eliminating traditional heating sources such as whale blubber. Utqiagvik, like many communities in Alaska, has enacted a damp law prohibiting the sale of alcoholic beverages. However, the import, possession, and consumption of such beverages is still allowed. Utqiagvik is roughly 1,300 miles south of the North Pole. Only 2.6% of the Earth's surface lies as far or farther from the equator as Utqiagvik. The climate is cold and dry, classified as a tundra climate. Winter weather can be extremely dangerous because the combination of cold and wind, while summers are cool even at their warmest. Temperatures remain below freezing from early October through late May and below 0 degrees from December through March. The high temperatures reach or tops the freezing point on an average of only 136 days per year. When the sun sets on November 18th, it stays below the horizon until January 23rd, resulting in a polar night that lasts for about 66 days. In addition to its low temperatures and polar night, Utqiagvik is one of the cloudiest places on Earth. Owing to the prevailing easterly winds off the Arctic Ocean, it is completely overcast slightly more than 50% of the year. It's at least 70% overcast some 62% of the time. The next time you're in Alaska, consider taking a flight from Anchorage to Utqiagvik to dip your toes into the Arctic Ocean, visit the Inupiat Heritage Center, visit the Bernick Archaeological Site, and to take a tundra tour and see some polar bears in the wild.